In the ever-expanding realm of subcompact crossovers, the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness stands out as a compelling choice for adventure enthusiasts and urban dwellers alike. Subaru has consistently proven its commitment to blending versatility, performance, and rugged capability, and the Crosstrek Wilderness is a testament to this dedication. Now being America's best-selling subcompact crossover, Subaru's smallest utility vehicle is more exciting and appealing than ever. And while off-roading has become a new pastime for Americans, the Crosstrek does find itself ahead of the curve in many ways. So here are 5 reasons why you should buy a 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness. Subcompact crossovers are known for a lot of things, and being unsatisfying to drive is one of them. The Subaru Crosstrek, which was only powered by a sluggish 2-liter 4-cylinder until a few years ago, failed to gain any significant traction in the segment, even though Subaru's symmetrical all-wheel drive system does come standard. This all changed when the brand introduced the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine from the Forester and Outback, which produces 182 horsepower and 178 pound-feet of torque. While many groan and complain about the CVT, Subaru has done a fantastic job replicating a traditional automatic, where you don't experience the rubber band effect under heavy accelerations, nor do you have to listen to the constant droning. However, there's more to this model than just straight line speed. Just like we saw with other Subarus wearing the Wilderness badge, mechanical improvements transform the Crosstrek into being a far more capable and versatile crossover than before, raising the ride height around a ½ inch for a ground clearance of 9.3 inches, which was achieved by using larger coil springs and shock absorbers. With the higher ground clearance comes better approach and departure angles for when you're traversing steep trails, and you'll also have a metal front skid plate. But it doesn't stop there. Compared to a standard Crosstrek, you'll have a towing capacity of 3,500 pounds, as Subaru added a transmission cooler, and with the beefier roof racks, they can hold a static load capacity of around 700 pounds, which is enough to hold a tent when camping in the woods. For on-road driving, however, the higher ground clearance will come at the expense of experiencing more body roll, yet the off-road tuned suspension doesn't make weekday commutes unbearable. Because you have the stronger powertrain for the Wilderness, the driving experience is enjoyable, and the Crosstrek does provide confidence when entering highways and passing slower drivers. We think that you'll only be unsatisfied with the practicality, but that will ultimately come down to your priorities and lifestyle. By opting for the Wilderness, cosmetic enhancements further evolve the Crosstrek's striking looks, but goes one step further, first starting with the aggressive cladding, not only up front, but along the side profile as well, encouraging you to explore the paths less traveled. Unlike a Premium or Limited, there's less exposed paint, leading up to the uniquely styled grille that also shares off-road oriented undertones. A signature aesthetic feature for Wilderness models is the hexagonal LED fog lights that offer better illumination on dimly lit trails, and standard will be the steering responsive LED headlights that gives the Crosstrek a modern appearance. A first for this crossover is an anti-glare hood decal in matte black finish, which continues on the color contrast you'll have on this trim. Then as you make your way around to the back, just as we saw for the front fascia, the rear end receives its own distinct design for the bumper, which once again substitutes paint for cladding. It's the final third that doesn't experience a drastic change in appearance, besides the darkened badging and the Wilderness emblem, which can be found throughout the exterior. As with most Subarus, the exhaust outlet is tucked beneath the bumper for a cleaner look, and besides the higher ground clearance, the rear end mostly goes untouched. The Subaru Crosstrek success that's helped this vehicle ascend to the throne in this market happened long before the Wilderness trim made its appearance on this model, and there's likely a number of reasons that have attributed to its popularity here in the United States. While Subaru isn't known to be risk takers, since their customers are adamant about tradition and keeping everything simple and straightforward, because they're a brand associated with experiencing the outdoors, doubling down on this crossover's capability is yet another jab at direct competitors who up to this point are reluctant to stray away from underwhelming vehicles that only have affordability and fuel efficiency going for them. Outside the Ford Bronco Sport and Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk, the Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness finds itself in a league of its own, as its off-road worthiness, rugged aesthetics, and versatility is unrivaled, especially for a vehicle of this size. Better yet, because the Crosstrek utilizes Subaru's global platform, it can be a daily driver, even with the all-terrain tires that barely make a noticeable difference to the on-road performance, which isn't something we can say about competitors or larger SUVs with an off-road setup. In a market where buyers are demanding affordable transportation, 9 out of 10 times they're met with subcompacts that lack inspiration and serve only one purpose, and that's to be a practical point A to point B vehicle. The Crosstrek, regardless of whether you opt for the Wilderness or not, is multidimensional in a sense, as its class-leading ground clearance, modernized cabin, and peppy 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine come together to create an appealing choice in a crowded and, quite frankly, mundane segment. Much like for the exterior, the Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness builds off the interior from other trims, but provides a more special atmosphere when getting behind the wheel. Stepping inside, the primary unique aspect about the cabin for the Wilderness is the heated front seats with Subaru StarTex water-repellent upholstery, with the Wilderness badge stamped into the headrests. Compared to the cloth and leather seating materials for the Premium and Limited, you're going to experience a lot of comfort sitting up front. While unsurprisingly the bolstering isn't too aggressive, the support and cushioning is fantastic for a crossover at around $35,000. Tech-wise, you'll still have analog gauges with a small digital gauge cluster that displays basic yet relevant information. And for all 2024 models, the 11.6-inch touchscreen with wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto compatibility brings a futuristic element to the cabin. Despite Subaru moving away from their traditional dashboard layout with the large head unit, you'll still have physical buttons for the dual-zone climate control and dials for the volume and tuning. The controls for the fan speed and AC can be found at the bottom of the screen and is well within arm's reach and should become second nature to use if you're hopping in from an older Crosstrek. While Subaru likes to keep things simple with their interiors, buyers should enjoy the minimalism and user-friendliness as everything is within arm's reach. Manufacturers are straddling a fine line in the subcompact crossover market, as they struggle to meet the demands of consumers while at the same time not making their vehicles too expensive where they no longer make sense. For the 2024 model, the Wilderness starts at $32,000, undercutting most trims for the Ford Bronco Sport and Compass Trailhawk. While a power driver's seat, power moonroof, and improved Harman Kardon premium audio system will cost you $2,200, you're still walking out the door well below the average of a new car. Despite being compelled to just upsize to the Forester Wilderness at that point, if you're strictly looking at buying a subcompact, it's the Crosstrek that makes the most sense for adventurers. We hope you enjoyed this quick buyer's guide for the 2024 Subaru Crosstrek Wilderness. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're interested in buying a Crosstrek or any other subcompact crossover, make sure to check out our full reviews to help you find your next vehicle. And thanks for watching.